Hi, I am Joshua Huang,
And I'm Alyssa Levy.
and we're going to tell you about ourselves.
We met at Faith Baptist Bible College in Ankeny, Iowa.
Fall of 2009, we didn't really know each other.
Nope.
Or care.
No. I think my earliest memory of you was in, I think it was Bible Doctrine, maybe?
Okay.
No, it wasn't. It was another class. But I was sitting between two Joshuas. One Joshua who didn't care, who pretty much slept through the whole class. And this one who was taking notes very feverishly and who was very attentive. And I was like, what is wrong with this kid?
My first memory was I was in orchestra and Alyssa was in handbells, kind of. We went to a church to play and she was the only one who didn't have a matching outfit like everyone else.
Sounds about right.
And so I had no idea I probably knew your name, but I didn't know what she was doing and why she didn't match the rest of us. And she played one song.
I think our close friendship probably started more from my summer at camp when I was a contender and you were working as LCA.
Yes. I was LCA for a few years, and what that means is I took all the pictures. I was the sound booth guy, lights, camera, action. That's what LCA stands for. We got to know each other because I gave you your microphone for every skit, and I took lots of pictures of her.
Embarrassing pictures.
I did a lot of that too. We won't go into those stories and what we did with those pictures. Yeah, and then we were in handbells together that fall. I finally joined handbells.
Yep.
Someone else suggested it, and I said, let's do it. And they didn't do it, but I did. And
I taught you to ring.
Yeah, we stood next to each other. Our director, Mr. LaFleur, got all of our phone numbers, and I copied all the phone numbers of all my other ringers.
So sneaky.
And started texting some of them. Oh, family pictures, that really helps. Did family pictures for the Levies 3 times and got to know her family. We rang handbells a few times because it's hard to find other people who like handbells as much as Alyssa.
A lot?
Not much.
Hey now. We both like to travel.
Yes.
Somebody got me into taking pictures and such. And we like to play handbells a lot.
Yep.
And we just like to have adventures. Oh, and we like Asian food.
Yes.
That's important.
Well, that's normal for me. Somehow, because I'm Asian, but thankfully Alyssa does too. I think in the back of everyone's minds when they're friends with someone, they think about that a little bit, which is okay. But for many years, I did not, because I thought that Alyssa just wanted to go back to Peru as a teacher. And so I thought, well, that's not where God's leading me. And so I don't want to get into any kind of a relationship and take her away from what God wants her to do. So we were just friends for a while. Although people won't believe that. You don't have to believe it for it to be true. That is the truth, though.
We did a lot of stuff as friends, and I think that was a lot better than going into a relationship right away thinking you're going to date someone, because there wasn't an awkward dating period. We just went right to, we're friends and it makes sense. God's leading us in similar directions. We have similar passions, and so we would serve better together as a team. Our joke is that we're going to be a double. Instead of like a single scoop of ice cream, we're going to be a double, because we'll be better together.
Yes, because we won't be single anymore.
Nope. Hashtag sponsors.
Yeah. Thank you, Aaron Short, for telling me for years that we needed to.
and my sister, Abigail Larson.
For asking.
You.
Yeah.
And Mark Davis for pushing it a little farther.
Yep.
And Jim Tillotson.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that later in a different video. That was kind of after the fact, but
True.
the funny thing is that at Abby's wedding, I remember going through the line to greet her and David, and she whispered to me that I needed to marry this one person that wasn't you.
Really?
Yeah, I think I've told you that. I'll tell you again later. That was back in June.
Of last year now?
Yeah, 2018. Alyssa just had been back from Guam, and I just got back. I had seen her there for a week while visiting the Philippines and Guam and doing videos for missionaries and pastors. I stopped by on my way down to Iowa for camp. That's the same day that Abby asked me questions.
And Mark Davis?
And Mark, same day.
Same day.
And so then we thought, well, you know what? Let's talk about it. And we did. And so then Alyssa asked me if I would date or court her, whichever.
You choose.
Yep. Told her that seemed like a good idea. And so we talked to our families, and they said that was a good idea. So yeah.
Ta-da.
We get this question a lot.
Mhm.
I mean, I think we already kind of explained it, because a big thing for me is that I did not want to pursue any kind of a relationship with a girl that was not already headed in the same direction as me. So I had several people from school and other church who told me that I should consider marrying this girl or this girl for whatever these reasons. But if I didn't think she was headed the same direction as me in life and ministry, then I didn't really put much thought into it. It took a while to finally realize that Alyssa and I were headed the same direction. And so then it just made sense. And we were already good friends. So that's why it took so long. And I don't regret that at all.
Nope.
You get to tell this story.
Well, once upon a time, the same summer, maybe like a month later, as in July of 2018.
Yep.
I might have gotten a little bit crabby about something.
Impatient.
Maybe that too. And I called Josh, and in my upsetness, basically I proposed and was like, I already know I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Kind of, why don't you get it? It was a very long conversation.
It was. And I was busy doing other things, so I wasn't the happiest person either. And it was late.
Very late.
And I needed to go to bed because I had an early morning.
But I really wanted to talk it out right then. Thankfully, he was nice about it.
So we talked it out.
And I hung up on you.
Yes, that's true. You did. She was really crabby. And then that actually wasn't the end of the conversation, though.
Nope.
We had to talk it out some more later.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I wasn't necessarily waiting. I was just taking life as it came, and Alyssa.
When I know, I know.
Yeah, when Alyssa knows, she knows.
And I knew. As in.
Well, you're heading back to Guam.
So I have one more semester left of teaching kindergarten on Guam. So I'll go back and keep ministering where God has put me in the different ministries at Harvest. And I'm excited about that. And at the same time, excited about planning from a distance.
You're excited about that?
Yeah, it'll
Okay.
be fun.
Good. We will, for everyone else who does it in the future, you can talk to us about it. We'll teach you. I am still at Lighthouse Baptist Church in Cottage Grove, Minnesota. A few people have asked me if I'm leaving, if I'm going to Guam, and nope. I'm staying, and eventually she's coming. And we will serve together at Lighthouse Baptist Church. In the future, whenever God leads us on to the next thing, that won't be soon. It's not going to be within a year or two, in case you're worried. We want to keep doing ministry but specifically missions work. And I've felt for a long time that God wants me to do church planting and has given me experiences and a skill set and a desire to do that kind of a thing. And I think Alyssa's abilities will fit right in with that, especially as a teacher, because if you want to do church planting and get into your community, one of the best ways to do that is through the school. And so that was one of the factors that led to us realizing this actually made a lot of sense. We still want to do traveling, not as much as we would like to, but we'll find ways, and do pictures and videos for people around the world, continue to expose ourselves to different ministries, continue to see other ways of doing missions and church planting, and we think that will only be beneficial to us.
Really fun.
If someone wants to give us a set of handbells for our wedding, 3 octaves. We'll start there. Only $12,000, I think.
Only.
But if you want to give us 5 octaves, we'll take that too. So that is our story. And in another video, we'll tell you how... We already told you how she proposed. In another video, we'll tell you how I proposed. And I think that takes care of it.
I think so.
Bye.